Right now at 6, we continue to follow breaking news out of Farmington, where tonight police are investigating the killing of a 29-year-old man. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Annette Montgomery. Police say that man's body was found behind an apartment complex. So let's go out live now to Fox 61's Stephen Reels, who joins us in Farmington with the latest from investigators. Stephen.
Hey, Annette, we're hearing from neighbors now after that news broke with the update of this investigation. And we're told by people who call this area of Talcott Forest Road home that this is generally a safe place. It's a reason why a lot of them moved here. So they were surprised to hear this news. But I just want you to take a look at your screen right now. This is where multiple neighbors told us they saw police Thursday morning. Farmington police say officers first came to the area around 10 a.m. for an untimely death report, and that's where they found the victim, who has now been identified as 29-year-old Derek William Mercado Labonte from Bridgeport. Police say he had several injuries and was found in the woods, like you said, behind the condominium complex. Now, based on the investigation so far and the medical examiner's findings, the police department says there is enough information to rule this as a homicide. Neighbors, as you can imagine, tell us they were shocked.
It's pretty absurd, you know, it's a quiet corner of town, so pretty strange to have something like that happen here. You know, you have to go out of your way a good amount to get here.
And Annette, because this is still a very sensitive case, Farmington police say they will not release any more information on this investigation at this time, but they did confirm that this was an isolated incident. So of course, as we learn more, we will keep you updated on air and online. But for now, live in Farmington, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Well, 2 men wanted for murder in New York are now in custody in Norwich. The first suspect was taken into custody earlier this month. But as Fox 61's Aaron Coogan explains tonight, an early morning police raid resulted in the second arrest.
Well, police say the murder happened in the Bronx back in February, but here in Norwich, more than 120 miles away, within this home, one of 2 suspects was located and taken into custody. Cell phone video captured by neighbors on Claremont Avenue showed the chaotic early morning wake-up call when a swarm of officers descended upon a home.
One more right here.
Around like 5 in the morning, I heard like bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, you know, I thought some guy was just belligerent and, you know, hitting dumpsters or something.
Working in conjunction with state and local NYPD units, Norwich police say it was here that investigators had tracked down 19-year-old Anthony Caballero, who was wanted as a fugitive in a second-degree murder case in New York. Caballero was determined to have been hiding out with another suspect, 19-year-old Zion Martinez, who had been arrested in Norwich just a few weeks prior. We spoke to 2 men who claimed they were inside the home during the raid.
They yelling, telling us to come out with my hands up like I did something wrong. So
I look out the window, I see a man right here pointing guns out the window everywhere around here. I mean, I was scared for my life. Fearing for my life.
Neighbors' cameras captured several people being ushered outside. Court documents, however, revealing Caballero was not one of them. Flashbangs were deployed, and after police orders went unanswered for nearly 90 minutes, Connecticut State Police forced their way in and found him hiding in a bedroom closet. The documents go on to explain a canine officer then being deployed, and only after biting Caballero twice in the arm was he taken into custody.
Well, this stuff happens all the time, but I hate when it happens around my house.
After being brought to the hospital for medical evaluation, Caballero was locally arraigned as a fugitive resisting arrest. He's now being held on $1 million bond. His alleged partner Martinez also remains in custody. Norwich Superior Court staff say it will ultimately come down to a judge to determine if and when the 2 will be extradited back to New York to face the second-degree murder charges. In Norwich, Aaron Coogan, Fox 61.
Thank you, Aaron. And on the first day of spring, we are warming up as we head into this weekend, but some spring showers are on the way. So meteorologist Sam Sampiri joins us now for a first check of the forecast. Sam, I see you have on a spring tie, too.
Yes, happy spring. It's the first day of spring today, the spring equinox, where we have equal daylight and nighttime. And yeah, well, you see behind me here, downtown Hartford, you got the highway, not bad with the traffic there in 84 this hour. And yeah, this evening we got a period of light rain, the spring showers, and then Saturday we're mostly sunny, cooler with some showers rolling back in. Actually a period of rain in for late Sunday into early Monday. Right now, here's the rain, like Doppler showing that the steadiest rain, where you see the darker green is where it's hitting the ground, is up here in Litchfield County. Putting it into motion, the band is coming from the northwest. It is a cold front. And now all that front's going to do is give us this little band of rain this evening, and it's going to give us a little bit of sunshine for tomorrow. Meanwhile, temperatures right now are in the 40s to near 50, pretty much what you can expect this time of year. Winds picked up a bit ahead of this front out of the south, and we even see wind gusts of over 20 miles per hour, actually up near 30 there in the Connecticut River Valley. So putting this into motion, you could see that by 11, 12 o'clock, we're out. The rain's out, and we start to clear out overnight. Temperatures will drop down to near 40, and by tomorrow, partly cloudy with highs up near and over 50, probably getting into the low 50s in many towns. Coming up, I'll detail your Sunday forecast, time out the next chance for rain, and look ahead into next week. Annette?
Thank you so much, Sam. We'll take a look. A road was closed in Southington today after a car crashed into a telephone pole. This happened just after 7 a.m. on Meriden Avenue. The town's fire department said that crash brought down the pole and wires across the road. We know the driver was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and that road was closed as crews worked to make repairs, but it is now reopened. Well, switching gears to sports, we know this time of year there's no guarantees, so you know a lot of people will be tuning into the game tonight. Here's Fox 61's Jamel Johnson, who spoke with UConn students about how they're feeling.
It's spring break right now on UConn's campus, so it does seem a little quiet right now. But what is loud is the excitement and anticipation for the men's and women's team to potentially bring a national title to Storrs. It's the 6th straight year both teams have made the NCAA postseason tournament. And even though it has become a common occurrence, it doesn't stop student excitement from being at an all-time high.
As soon as you hear UConn, the next words you say is like the basketball capital of the world.
That was Gabriel Santos, a second-year student at UConn.
UConn is not unfamiliar with winning championships, so hopefully this year we could bring both of them back.
As the reigning champions in 2025, the men were unable to defend it and make it 3 straight. But in lieu of a men's Husky title, the women pulled it out in a blowout win over South Carolina, bringing that program their first title in almost a decade.
It was hectic. I remember there was a rally outside Gampo Pavilion, and it was crazy all day. I'm still trying my best to keep up with the teams, trying to attend games. You know, trying to get tickets is kind of hard around here, so.
Gabriel says seeing the Huskies play in person doesn't come easy, even for students at the school. But someone who sees them consistently is Patrick Lefebvre.
It is a huge plus being in the pep band, where most of the games I go to, I'm able to just show up on the back an hour before and then play in the game and then be right courtside. And having had the privilege to play at TD Garden when we played BYU and MSG and stuff like that, so it's been really exciting. But just the game time energy there, it's such an awesome feel being a student here and all that community support for the team.
As a first-year student, Patrick didn't get to experience what a national title was like on campus, but he'll have a chance this year if the men's or women's go all the way.
It would definitely be really exciting if both teams win. A lot of celebrations, of course. The biggest thing with these teams is the amount of pride that it brings to the students here and the amount of community it builds to all be able to come together and support them and root them on no matter where we come from. So it just really be a great time to unite and really support our teams.
Now, we did speak to a few bars around Storrs, and they mentioned that they aren't really expecting a big crowd for the 2 games with spring break on campus still wrapping up, but that all could change next week should either team advance. In Storrs, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Thank you, Jamel. Well, a Derby man was seriously hurt after Waterbury police say he was hit by an SUV while riding his bike. This happened this afternoon near Charles Street and 5th Street. Police say officers on scene saw the crash happen and the bicyclist was taken to the hospital. We are told he is currently there in serious condition, but his injuries are not life-threatening at this time. Anyone with any information, please call Waterbury Police.